Welcome everyone to this week's edition of the WyoSports video blog. I'm Robert Gagliardi, Senior Editor of WyoSports, here in Las Vegas for Saturday's game with the Wyoming Cowboys and the UNLV Runnin' Rebels. 6 o'clock tip time at the Thomas Mack Center here in Vegas, and it's bounce back time for the Cowboys after a disappointing 64-59 loss at home Wednesday against Fresno State. One that, as Coach Larry Scheid said, kind of was at least the way the game was, kind of a microcosm of Wyoming season. It was fairly close throughout. It was anyone's ball game with 4 or 5 minutes left, and more often than not this season, or nearly 21 times this season, Wyoming made the plays down the stretch to win the game, but unfortunately against Fresno it didn't. And so now it's bounce back time as the Cowboys tied for 4th place going into this weekend's action in the Mountain West Conference, and see what they can do. You know, they're at a place here in Vegas where they have lost 14 games in a row at the Thomas Mack Center to UNLV, whether that's been regular season games, conference tournament games, and so forth. They have not won here since 2003, but this is a very winnable game for Wyoming. But I think a big key is going to be a lot of keys, but I think one of them, you know, you look at senior forward Larry Nance, his first game back against Fresno State after the mono. Not bad at all. 9 points, 8 rebounds, tied at, I think, a season high or career high with 4 assists. 4-10 shooting, missed some shots that maybe he normally makes inside, especially early, but that was to probably be expected with a little bit of rust factor there. But Nance, Derek Cook, and all the Wyoming bigs are going to have a pretty tall order, no pun intended, against the UNLV with Christian Wood and the all-name team guy, in my opinion. Good luck Okonobo for UNLV. Okonobo's a freshman. Wood's a sophomore, 6'11", 6'10", combined for about 6 block shots a game. UNLV is one of the best shot blocking teams in the country, number 4 in the nation, at almost 7 a game. I think Wyoming's going to have to really, you know, see if they can get those 2 guys in foul trouble, maybe make them work a lot on defense in their half-court sets and frustrate them. That's going to be a big key, and also it's going to be a big key for Wyoming. As we've seen, they've been trying to drive more to the basket, maybe get out more in transition. Don't want to get into a track meet with UNLV, even though the Rebels are down to 7 scholarship players due to injuries and what have you. But, you know, even though UNLV struggled record-wise at 6-9 in the league, they can run teams out of the building at the Thomas Mack Center if given the opportunity. I don't think Wyoming wants to get into a track meet with UNLV by any means. I think it should take the transition when it can, but when it drives to the basket, whether it's in transition or even in its half-court, be smart, be aware, whether it's Josh Adams, Riley Grabo, Charles Hankerson, any of the guards, because those big guys in the middle can swat those shots away, and that could lead into transition for UNLV, and that could lead into trouble. So that's something that's I think you should watch for in this game. And also for Riley Grabo, he's been shooting the ball off well, 3 of 4, I think, from 3 against Fresno State. You know, see how he does. I know UNLV's aware of him. Dave Rice said this week that they're well aware of what Riley Grabo can do. So we'll see what happens there. See if Josh Adams can continue his toward pace. 22 points against Fresno on Wednesday. See if he can continue to play well. But you know, UNLV will be physical if they can be. It can't be too physical with only 7 scholarship guys. Jalen Kendrick, Patrick McCaw are 6'6" guards that they're going to throw out there. Big guards have given Wyoming trouble, so we'll see how that matchup goes. I think Wyoming can win this. But I'm going with past history here, and I think it's going to be another close loss for the Cowboys. I'm going to go Wyoming, or UNLV, 63, Wyoming 58. Hope I'm wrong. And when I'm in Vegas, I'm wrong about a lot of things, let me tell you. So we'll find out how this all plays out tomorrow night. That'll do it for this edition of the WyoSports video blog. For more University of Wyoming sports coverage, see the Wyoming Tribune Eagle and Laramie Boomerang. Also log on to wyosports.net. Thank you very much, everybody.